So this is an Alice in Bibleland storybook series, the story of Jonah, written by Alice Joyce Davidson and illustrated by Victoria Marshall. Given to, I think, Brittany by a man whose names I cannot pronounce on August 98th. In the month of August 98th. Excuse me. Alice was a little girl who liked to sing and play. She loved her Bible storybook and read from it each day. She was reading Jonah's story all about that Bible time when an airmail bird delivered a note that had this rhyme. Reading is the magic key to take you where you want to be. The book itself isn't fuzzy, so I apologize for the fuzziness of the camera. I've tried to fix it and I don't know how. The book that Alice held became a giant magic screen. She walked on through to Bibleland and came upon this scene. God was telling Jonah, "I have for you a mission, Jonah. Go to Nineveh and fix a bad condition." The people there are sinning. They don't know right from wrong. They need someone to warn them whose faith is very strong. They're strangers to you, Jonah, but help them mend their ways, or their wickedness will bring despair in only 40 days. Thought Jonah, I don't like them. I won't warn them. I won't go. I'd rather disobey and hide than help folks I don't know. So Jonah tried to run from God. He paid to take a ride on board a great big sailing ship with space where he could hide. But Jonah couldn't hide from God, for God is everywhere. When Jonah hid beneath the deck, God found him hiding there. God sent a wind that caused a storm that rocked the ship at sea, and all the sailors on the ship were frightened as can be. Back and forth the ship rocked. It almost broke in two. The captain went to Jonah and asked him what to do. Jonah said, "I ran away and disobeyed the Lord. It's me he wants to punish, so just throw me overboard." The sailors didn't want to do as Jonah said they should. The storm kept growing worse and worse, as Jonah knew it would. To calm the storm, the sailors had to follow Jonah's wish. They threw him into the sea, and then God sent a great big fish. There it is right there. The big fish swallowed Jonah as he sank into the sea. "Oh me, oh my," thought Jonah. "What will become of me?" It's pretty likely the fish was a whale. They didn't have the term whale in Bible times. Inside the fish's belly, all alone and scared, he stayed. For 3 long days and 3 long nights, Jonah prayed and prayed. Jonah asked God to forgive him for running far away, for Jonah knew that it was wrong to ever disobey. He thanked God for his mercy, and he thanked God for his care, and from the bottom of the sea, God heard his every prayer. God had the fish blow Jonah out, safe upon a shore, and God told Jonah he should go to Nineveh once more. Now this time Jonah minded God. To Nineveh he went. He warned, "You all have 40 days in which you can repent." The people there all listened. They repented, every one, and God forgave and spared them when he saw what they had done. But Jonah wasn't pleased at all, for Jonah had no pity, and wasn't happy that he helped the people save their city. Jonah sat down in the sun, and next to him God made a lovely plant that grew and grew, and offered Jonah shade. The next day God destroyed the plant that Jonah learned to love. He questioned why God did this, and God answered from above. You felt pity for a plant that lived for one short day. Isn't Nineveh far greater than a plant in every way? That city's filled with people who were wicked and were bad. They were sorry and repented, and that made me very glad. Then Jonah finally understood, for in his heart he knew that God is merciful and wise and all forgiving too. Alice walked back through the screen. She put her book away and thought, I learned 3 special things in Bibleland today. First of all, we must obey what God tells us to do. Then I learned God's everywhere. We can't hide from His view. I also know that when we're bad and sorry as can be, God has mercy and has pity and forgives us lovingly. Then Alice said a silent prayer and thanked the Lord above for all the lessons she had learned and for His endless love. What a wonderful book. I dedicate this book to God. I dedicate it to my generations to come. And may all good things come from Him above. No, all good things come from Him above. That's just what it is. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you also enjoyed the story. I am actually reading next. It fell down. Give me a second. Dinotopia. I think this actually, I'm not going to use this for Dinotopia. Dinotopia! It goes like this. Dinotopia! Great book. Wonderful series. If you haven't read it, go read it. And I'm reading this next, so please tune in some more. This is Dinotopia, a pop-up book by James Gurney. Also the artist. Wonderful dude. Now, this has been well played with by my children, so some of it's not functioning correctly, but old